Hi, my name is Bridget. Please join us in conversation about Auto Training Center College.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and here I am at the Automotive Training Center in the Cambridge campus. I've had the great pleasure to talk to a lot of people that are having a lot of fun out here, a lot of students that are learning by putting their hands into things, solving problems, and the passion I can feel in this space is incredible. Why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself, tell me what you do here.
Yeah, my first name is Vince Legault. I'm a teacher here. I've been with the college for a year now. It's a great program, start to finish. Yes, we cover a lot in a 10-month period, but the students always leave here with a lot of knowledge, a lot of know-how.
Vince, what was your pathway into teaching? Talk to me a little bit about your journey before you came here.
My pathway, so I've been in this trade since I was 16, 17 years old. Yes, started off in the backyard with Dad working on cars. Slowly, then worked my way up into a shop. I was with the same shop for 32 years.
Wow.
It was an independent shop. That was, you know, we grew over the years, and then the owner decided he wanted to set back and just, you know, be Pacific on just smaller clientele.
Right.
And so there was no room for me to keep going.
Yeah.
It was time for me to move on. So that led me on to, well, you know what, I was teaching it and helping progress with other employees.
Yeah.
That I decided that, you know, maybe I should go into teaching. So I started teaching here, and it's a great program. I love it. I wish that this was 30 years ago a stepping stone that I could have used.
Right. You know, you've been 32 years in the business, right? You know your way around. Tell me what it means for you to be able to pass on your knowledge to the students.
Makes me feel good. I'm giving them all my all, and I can give them the grief and go, you know what, my first time when I did that, well, I broke this bolt, or I you know, did this. But that was the learning experience. And to show them now, well, look what it would be if we break that bolt. I know now how to save it. Look how hard it would be, how we'd have to backtrack and take all this more apart just to go and get that bolt, drill it out, hone the hole, and then put it back together. How much time we'd lose on, you know, one more crack or one more little grunt and I'll get it. Where you got to understand the breaking point.
Vince, now when you started, you would have cracked the hood of a car, and what you would have seen inside would have been purely mechanical.
Yep.
Now you've got a mixture of electrical, computer, mechanical, all blended together. Talk to me about the evolution of your industry over your time.
A lot of changes, a lot of fancier gadgets. Cars, they're building cars to be more of an idiot-proof car, with tire pressure monitoring. Your mirrors are monitoring what's going on around you. Your adaptive cruise control, where the car, it'll pace the car in front of you, so you don't, if you're not paying attention or you're talking, that the car will actually brake to keep that proper distance between you and the next car, to keep if you'd have to brake suddenly or your deer would run out, you'd have room to brake. So the technology is constantly changing, and it's changed from 30 years ago when I was back on the floor diagnosing these cars. A lot more components now are into the picture, where you need to understand a little bit more. You need to be more computer literate. You need to be more electronics. You need to know how to fix those broken wires. Where, you know what, back in the day, yeah, you know, you just take a quick butt connector and heat shrink, fix the wire, and you'd never worry about it. And it would never be a problem. Now, that little circuit runs 5 different things. You just can't splice in a wire.
Vince, what do the students mean to you?
They become a family. Become a little network. And what happens is you get the stronger ones, you get the weaker ones. So you take the stronger ones and you help them. I get them to help me as a teacher, help the ones that are having a harder time struggling, or the ones that, you know, they got to do it a few times to understand what they're doing. So I always try to, you take the better students that are progressing pretty good and they're understanding, use them as part of your tool.
Sounds to me like you're building teams, right? Because that's what you do in a garage,
You
right?
do. Yeah, you do.
Help each other out.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you, they think highly of you, because I've spoken to them, and they think very highly of you. Vince, it's been an absolute pleasure to be in conversation with you.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit lovecars.ca.